So Zelina Vega has won the United States title, and that means we need to talk about the Triple Crown Grand Slam. But remember, in the meantime, I'm trying to get WWE's attention, and Mick Foley has mentioned me and added me to his story. But more about Zelina Vega in a Triple Crown update. So I wanted to start by saying, yes, Zelina Vega technically is not qualified for Triple Crown by 2 belts because she never won the NXT title or either the world titles. But I'm going with my Triple Crown, which is a world title, intercontinental title, tag team title, and United States title. So, what do I think of Zelina Vega's chances of getting a world title? I do think they're slim to none. But I just don't know why I keep on coming back to this. If she wins Money in the Bank, I think she could have like one of those sneaky cash-ins and become a heel. And become a heel champion and maybe win a faction. But that's where I'm going to go with the world title. Just a reminder, Zelina Vega is the United States and a former tag team champion. I know there's a lot going on here. I like the world title better than the former Raw and SmackDown titles. Uh, I did have an idea for the NXT title, which I accidentally thought about before I put everything together. Of course, the Zelina Vega, a former Knockouts Tag Team Champion. We're going to get to that in a second, too. But let's talk about the Divas title, because I'm using the Divas title as a representation of the Intercontinental title. What I'm pretty much going to say is, if you can win the United States title, you probably could win the Intercontinental title. So, I'm going to say yes for her Intercontinental title. So, what's the rest of this about? I think there's Zelina Vega, and I just thought of this last night when she won the title, to go back to NXT saying, listen, I was a manager and I wasn't giving my shot. She earns a shot at the NXT Women's title. She wins it, and then she goes to TNA with the what they have the TNA connection with NXT deal. I don't know if it actually has a name. And she wins, and not unifies, but she wins both. She retains the NXT title and wins the TNA Knockouts title. And I do think at that point she loses them both immediately quick. But I had the thought, so I didn't want to put out that. So if I'm reviewing very quickly to end this video, Zelina Vega, world champion. I think a Money in the Bank cash in has to happen, and she has to turn heel. The Intercontinental title, yes, if she's the Intercontinental champ, she's the current United States champion, she could be the Intercontinental champion too. And as for the NXT title, if you're going on that Grand Slam, I actually think it's a story worth trying to tell. But I don't work for WWE. I'm just trying to get backstage meet and greet with them. So until then, stay nice for disability rights.